Hey all, Elise here from the Metaview team, and in this video we're going to run you through how you can get started using Metaview's Sourcing Agent. The thing that makes Metaview Sourcing Agent incredibly powerful is the fact that we can run fully autonomous candidate searches across both the web and your ATS. We can then also use that same search agent to run industry intelligence, finding competitor intel, market benchmarking, referral maps, and anything else in between to make sure that you are equipped with all the information that you need to find the best talent out there. So let's jump in and I'll show you how we can get started. Once you've signed into your Metaview account, the first thing you want to do is head to your Metaview menu, find the sourcing agent, and open this from your sidebar. Once I'm in the sourcing agent, you can see I now have a number of different use cases on ways that I can use the sourcing agent to find me intel on my roles. So to kick off a candidate search, it's as simple as opening up the sourcing use case to now start to fill in the placeholders on the role that I'm recruiting for. Once I've come through and filled in my placeholders, I've told Metaview I'm looking for an account executive based in London. I want them to have B2B SaaS sales experience, and then a couple of extra requirements that my hiring manager has asked for. From here, I can simply run my search and start to find my first shortlist of candidates. Once I have my first pack of candidates ready to review, I will see my candidate pack within my search that I can open up and now start to review. There's two ways that I can start to look at candidates, either in this tile view, which gives me a little bit more information on each of these candidates, or I can come across and switch to the table view, which is a bit more of a compact way of reviewing each of these candidates side by side. If I head back to the card view, what Metaview's giving me for each candidate is at the top an overview of this candidate's profile. So this is Metaview's justification on how this candidate actually relates to the ICP that we defined at the start. I can then see their contact information, so their LinkedIn, GitHub, or any other profile that Metaview was able to find and attach to this candidate. I can also see their phone number and email. For this candidate in particular, I don't have this available, so I can head in and actually start to search for this candidate's email. Or if this candidate has been surfaced in a previous search or lives in your ATS and you have this information available, you'll have it there ready to go. Then as I keep going, I can see a bit of a breakdown on their recent experience with the company, the role, and their time there. If there's any companies that I don't recognize here, I can just click on the company name, which is then going to open up the company drawer. This is a really awesome way that you can quickly scan through the context on this company to understand the relevancy and how they fit in with the world of your own. So now I can see a bit of a summary on the company, the key industries that they work in. You can see a bit of their financial history and funding rounds, how their headcount is tracked over time, and then a couple of other really key pieces to understand exactly who this company is and what an AE at this company might look like. The key thing now is I can actually start collaborating directly with the sourcing agent. So you can see at the bottom of each candidate card, I have some feedback areas around yes, maybe, and no. As I'm looking through these candidates, what I want to do is start to leave some feedback on whether I like this profile or not and explain to Metaview exactly why I'm leaving this feedback on the candidate. What this will then do is actually start to train Metaview to look and assess these profiles in the same way that you do. So let's come through and rank the first 5. Having a quick glance over Alex's profile, the companies look super relevant, the market focus and tenure in roles, super relevant, so I'm going to come and leave some feedback on Alex. As I leave my feedback, I'm actually going to speak directly to the agent to explain why I like Alex and why I want more candidates like them. Tenures in roles, super relevant, great companies and industries that this candidate has come from. This makes it super easy now for you to quickly leave 1 to 2 lines. So I'm going to go through this process with a couple more candidates. So I'm going to leave no to Alex and explain it to the agent again. So now you can see it's super easy to just continue to calibrate with the agent and leave feedback directly into Metaview. So now that I've started to leave feedback on candidates, you'll see over here on the left, I have a banner to go and redo my search. What I can now do is start to run another search, refining these results based on the feedback that I left directly into the sourcing agent. So I'm going to come through and start to actually run another search now. What Metaview is going to do is look at the trends across the feedback that I left, get a better understanding on what's priority for me and how I'm actually reviewing these profiles, and then give me another short list of candidates that's even more on the mark. So this is now the huge advantage that you're getting with Metaview Sourcing Agent. You're getting an agent that not only runs really intelligent searches for you, but actually learns directly from you based on real-time feedback and real-time analysis of when you're looking at these candidates. So now you can see we've refined our search. Metaview's given me my ICP back again, and it's made a couple of edits and tweaks for me. It's started to pick up on the nuances of what I'm looking for and what's important to me, and actually just adding those to my ICP directly without me having to do any extra work. So as you can see, it is super easy to work with your coworker, find really strong candidates that maybe you haven't surfaced prior, and work with an agent that's hyper-personalized to you and understands exactly what you're looking for within your searches.